Are you feeling lonely, especially as a Christian who is intentional in living out their faith? Well, the good news is, if you can call it good news, you are not alone. Many people have been there, some of us are there, some people will be there. So it's like a journey that most Christians go through. So you're not alone, so don't feel as if you're weird or something is wrong with you. No, it is okay. And especially in this world where it seems as if there's a lot of surface level relationships or surface level connections, it gets very hard to find authentic, and not just authentic, but authentic godly community or authentic godly interactions. So you are not alone. And today we want to look at what can we do so that we can have godly community around us. So let's go. So before we start, I want to encourage us that yes, we are called to walk with Jesus, but we don't have to do it alone. We can do it in the community, in the midst of other people. So you don't have to walk with Jesus alone. I don't have to walk with Jesus alone. You and I can walk with Jesus alongside others. And the others is the community. So yes, there is a way, or there's something we can do to establish, to create, to find, to locate a godly community. So let's see what ways are these. So even before we go to what ways are these, if you're wondering why godly community, or I also know that there is a group of people who think they can do life by themselves. First of all, I think that's a lie. So I want to acknowledge the fact that we have all different personalities. I, for example, I am heavily introverted. I am an extreme, deep introvert, if there's such a thing. I don't do so well in social interactions. I don't have a bubbly personality. I am not the most social person you will meet. I don't make friends easily. I also don't like talking to people that much. My circle is really small. I don't know how to, in other words, I'm a heavy, serious introvert. That's who I am. Yet still, even as an introvert, I know and I recognize and I desire to have a godly community around me. It may not be like large, huge number of people, but I want some people around me. I don't want large, I can't even handle crowds around me. I don't like crowds. I just like few intimate relationships around me. I recognize the fact that I cannot do this life on my own. So if you're watching this and somehow you think you can do life by yourself, it's just you and Jesus alone, you are wrong. You cannot do life like that. Yes, there are seasons of separation. That is different. A season of separation is where God separates you from other people. It is not you separating yourself from other people. It is just God has orchestrated things in such a way it feels, looks, and seems like you are in a season that it's just you and God alone. And even in that season, there's normally one person, two people you can talk to. That is different. A season of separation, totally different from where people intentionally are me. I don't need humans. You need humans. You're a human. You need, so if you don't need humans, who do you need? Animals. That's funny to me. You need you need humans because we are humans. And more than that, we as humans, we are social beings. The way we are wired to thrive from interacting with other people. So yes, you're introverted, yes, you're extroverted. So these two people function very differently. But despite our various personalities, we all need other humans to nurture each other. Even the book of Hebrews, I believe chapter 10, verse 24 to 25, it encourages us to not forsake the continuous meeting of brethren, so that we continually encourage each other. Now, who will encourage you? Who? An animal? The furniture? Utensils? No, another human being will encourage you. And yes, I know we can find this community online, which is good, but the online community is meant to add on to our physical community. It is not meant to replace. The online community is like, it's just meant to add on. It's not meant to replace our physical community. So we need each other. I need you, you need me, you need the next person needs you, the next person needs me. We all need each other. Also, the word of God says, as iron sharpen iron, so does man sharpen man. We sharpen each other. We sharpen each other either by bringing out the best out of you and encouraging you, or sometimes I can sharpen you through friction, not bad friction. Even sometimes I can sharpen you through bad fiction. If we have bad fiction, at least you will be gaining experience on how to handle outburst of emotion. You will gain experience on how to handle difficult and unreasonable people. So as you gain this experience, you are being sharpened, you are growing, you are being refined. I am sharpening you, not in the best way possible, but I am still sharpening you. So as humans, we are created in such a way that we feed on each other in a good way, not in a bad way. We refine each other. So we cannot avoid human interactions. So if people have hurt you before, if people have disappointed you before, if you struggle with social interactions, for example, I do struggle a lot with social interactions, but I am encouraging myself to try. I am not like throwing myself to the deep end, but I'm still in the shallow end, but at least I'm trying, because I've come to recognize that I need human beings in my life, physical human beings, physical community, physical people. I try. I am not the best artist, but I try. You don't have to be the best. Start slowly but surely, but don't keep everyone away. Don't simply stick to online community only. You need physical community around you. So now that we know and have seen why why we need godly community around us, let's now go to how can we create or tap into this godly community around us or within us. Number one, joining a local church. And once you join a local church, join a department in that church, because now this is where you'll start to form like some form of connection to people, because the church is huge. If you just go to church every Sunday, you can actually start by saying hi to the person sitting next to you. So that's the advantage of joining a local church. Find a church that is biblically sound. They teach biblical principles according to the word of God, a place where you know you'll be able to grow. Join that place, and when you are there, try and say hi to the next person. If you always sit next to a particular person, even if you sit to different people, try and say hi. So the first step is joining a local church and say hi. Just try a form of interaction, just say hi. Now it becomes even easier if you join a department, because if you join a department, then at least you'll be seeing the same faces over and over again. So where you are fearful of even saying hi, at least by joining a department, that necessity of the fact that you have to meet every Sunday and sometimes maybe twice every Saturday for preparations and Sundays, or even maybe midweek and Sundays, the fact that you're meeting twice, it creates a natural environment for you to know the next person and for the next person to know you. But because you'll be given a task, and in the midst of that task, you will strike a conversation, you'll start to talk to this person, and then maybe after 3 years, okay, I'm sorry, I exaggerate, I'm sorry. Okay, and after some time, after you've gained some confidence, you can now reach out and talk to the next person. But joining a department in a local church makes it easier for you to interact, for you to reach out, for you to be able to say hi and even strike a conversation with someone else. So I encourage you, one, to join a local church, and then maybe go for a month, 2 months, 3 months as you study how that church is, what's their principles, what's their foundations, and once you're at peace, then join a department. That way it will make your work easier to even form deeper connections and interactions with other people. So join a local church and then join a department, and also give yourself grace. Don't expect miracles. It took me, that's what I was saying, years. It took me, don't judge me. As I told you, I really struggle with social interactions. It took me 2 to 3 years in the local church that I'm at for me to reach to a level that I was at peace peace and at ease of striking some form of conversations. Prior to the 2 to 3 years, it was just hi, nice to see you, I see you, you are lost, oh, because of 1 2 3, oh, where have you been? It was shallow kidogo. But after the 2 or 3 years, at least now, I feel like I am not rooted. I am not like I'm not like family rooted. I will confess I'm not family rooted, but at least I can strike a conversation with one person for 5 to 10 minutes. Now you are free to judge me if you want to, but if you're good at social interactions, makofi kwako. But some of me personally, I struggle with that. So where I'm at, it has taken me some times. Other areas, like in my workplace, it has taken me about 6 months to feel at ease with a particular colleague. At least now we are making some form of conversations. So for some of us, it takes time. For other people, it's the moment they meet you, whoa, what's up? It's just vibes. For some of us, it's not like that. So I've given you an example. So give yourself grace, work with your pace. At least you're trying and at least you're growing. So at least now I have 1 2 3 people I can talk to that I was not okay. I can be at ease striking conversations with that I could not. And this is not in, there are some areas I went and within the 5 seconds I was already striking conversation with people. So I think for me it depends with area from area. But the region I'm at, I'm really struggling. In a previous region I was doing so well. Within 5 seconds I was good, still introverted, but at least within 5 to 10 seconds I had found someone I could talk to and I could strike a conversation with. But in this season that I'm in, it's not that easy for me, but I'm trying and I'm growing. So if you struggle with social interactions, I want to encourage you to give yourself grace. Don't compare yourself to the most social person in that church or in that workplace. Don't compare yourself to people who are bubbly. Yeah, please. Everybody has their own personality and we all have our own parts. So do what you can, but at least you're reaching out. At least you're talking to someone. At least somebody knows your name. Somebody knows where you stay. Somebody knows something about you, so that if they want to reach out to you, they know how to go about it. Because now that is the importance of community, forming that wall of like a support system. So even if you don't talk that much, people can know, at least one person knows where you are at. They can come visit you, they can come check on you, and even if they don't visit you, they can call you. Even if they don't call you, they can at least talk to you. So number 1 is joining a local church, and then afterwards joining a department. Number 2 is seeking out mentorship and accountability. Now, mentorship and accountability takes the godly community to a deeper level, because a mentor is somebody who will hold your hand. They will teach you, they will nurture you, they will build you up, they will ensure that you are growing. Now, this is, if you can find this is a very beautiful thing. And this is also a beautiful way of building not just godly community, but godly effective community that actually even helps you to bear more fruits. It brings out the best of you. And the best way to go about it is to pray. If you desire to have a mentor, either maybe in spiritual matters, in your faith in God, or perhaps in your profession, whichever area that you're seeking out mentorship. If it is in marriage, pray about it, seek God's wisdom, tell him you desire to have a mentor, take to him the people you have in mind, ask him if he approves of them. If he doesn't, that's okay, but do it prayerfully, because if you're not careful, if you have the wrong mentors can mess you up. They can even drag you down, they can kill your morale, they can kill your spirit, they can speak quote unquote death over you and tell you how weird, how awkward, what type of a human being are you, how have you lived all your life like this all these years. Now that cannot be a mentor. Look for somebody who, in as much as they are correcting you, in as much as they're drawing out the best out of you, they are still speaking life over you. So look for mentorships, because mentorship is a very good way of refining you and growing, and it's a very good it's a very good community, because this person will work with you even in very rough times. They will hold your hands. Now that is what a good mentor does. Also, an accountability partner. Accountability partner is somebody who will ensure you do whatever you set out to do. So this is also a deeper level of community, because this is not just hi, how are you doing. This is not this, it goes a little deeper beyond the social. It actually helps you to even bear fruit. An accountability partner will ensure you've read the Bible when you're supposed to read, you've prayed when you're supposed to pray, the things you are struggling with, you've done what you're supposed to be doing. So, and again, before you get an accountability partner, take your desires to God in prayers. The people you have in mind, take them to the Lord in prayer and allow Him to guide you whether those people should be in your life and whether you should be in their life, because you could be the problem. But accountability and mentorship is a deeper way of community. This is the type of communities that draws out the best of you and ensures you actually bear fruit. So this is like the second deeper level. So after Apple, next you can now think of mentorship and accountability. And for me, I am praying for this. I don't think I have a mentor, neither do I think I have an accountability partner, but this is something I desire to seek out, because it's a very beautiful way of helping each other grow. And these people are supposed to be people who will stand with you in thick and thin. That is why you need to pray to God. Even accountability partner should be someone who will stand with you in thick and thin, not just a regular random surface level person. That is why you need to pray for God to lead you to the right person and people, and for you to be the right person for those person, for that person or for those people. But 3, now the online ministries. But this is supposed to be joining an online ministry or an online community. But this is supposed to supplement your physical community. The goodness of online ministry is you can still learn from someone who is not in your local community. You can still interact. You can still have friends with people globally who are not in your social circle. However, I find that it's limited. In as much as you can still create deep, by the grace of God, you can still create deep interactions with them, but it comes with its own set of challenge. Like, you don't know this person, you've never met them, how sure are you they are who they say they are, is of to so it can get very tricky, is of to. However, it is still good, because there are some online platforms that hold physical gatherings, so you can start from there, and then maybe it's a the ones I know mostly is for single ladies, for business owners, small business owners, people that love to read books. So there are such platforms. You meet online, is of to, and then you create like a physical event, and then you meet there, either as single ladies, as small business owners, people have to read books. Now that you already interacted in an online setup, when you meet in a physical setup, it is easy. Oh, you are so and so, yes. Ah, you are Anne, yes. You are Connie, yes. Ah, you are Mary, yes. And then you talk, you converse. Oh, the other day you said this, it will encourage you. Oh, you also posted this, and like, oh, I also love the way you do this. So, you know, that way you're forming some form of community. It may not be that deep, but it is a form of interactions. At least you're not talking to your furnitures. At least you're not talking to your utensils. You are talking to another human person that you are learning something. They are refining you, either in the way you do business, or in your journey of singleness, or in your marriage, because they're also marriage communities, or in your marriage and how you do your marriage, or even in parenting, because they're also parenting online communities that also meet physically. They're encouraging how to do parenting. So you are learning. You see, you are refining each other. So this is also an easier place to start. You can join an online, if you're really struggling, you can join an online ministry, an online platform, and then when they announce that they're having a physical gathering, pray about it and then go, because the people you have been interacting with on the online platforms, you will find them there. Yeah, then it is, at least these are people you've seen commenting, because you will know some of the people are commenting regularly. At least start from somewhere. Don't just give up. Don't just say, me, I'm not a social person, and then don't like separate yourself. Join, like, you can start from online ministries, online platform, join them, and then when they meet physically, go join physically. The first time it will be awkward, the second event it will be awkward, the third event awkward. If you're like me, probably the 5th event will still be awkward, but by the 7th event it will start becoming better, and you'll start noticing common faces. There's a face you'll have seen from event 1 to event 7, even if they missed an event here and there, you will at least see a common face that you can say, I saw you that time, so how have you been? So you interact core ground, and then you also come interact in the online platform. So all these online platforms are good. So if you can find one, join. and there are several. But before you join one, make sure you pray, because there are also very weird things happening in the online space. You can see something very beautiful in the online space, and then when you go to the physical event, shock on you. So pray, commit all this before God, so that even as you're joining an online community, you are joining one that is authentic, one that will build you, and that you also build other people, one that you have peace, God approves you in it, so that you don't end up being in spaces that will only lead you in more harm or in danger. But online communities and online ministries is a very good place, and I think this one, I want to challenge myself to find one. So the problem is, I am in a rural area, so there is hardly anything that is happening, or I don't know. So may God bring to my path online communities or platforms or ministries that are happening in the nearby city. But most of them are either in Nairobi or in Mombasa. I don't know if there's any in Kisumu. I've not heard if they're there. May God bring one to my attention, so that I can join and start interacting with them online, and then I can find courage and join them, because I too desire to grow. I am not like by myself, but I desire to grow. My social circle is very, very, very awkwardly small. It is, but online ministries and online platforms, it's a good place to start. And in the process of time, pray about it, and then attend the first event, the second event, the third event, and then from there you can do this. And number one, joining a local church. I think this is a thing you can do this, and number one, because joining a local church is very important. Even as you are joining online ministries and platforms, join a local church. At least I have a local church, so I now need to work on the online platforms and ministries, and if I can find one in my region, the better. So if you're listening to this and you're struggling, I hope this is because these are actionable steps you can take. Number one, join a local church, pray. Do like some church hunting, see which churches are around you, mark them, this is here, this is there, this way. Try to research them, try to Google them. Even as you're doing that, pray, ask people about them, pray kabisa, allow the Holy Spirit to lead you. Then two, once you've gone to church, the first month, the second month, the fourth month, try to see how is that church. Do you feel at peace? Do you feel at ease? Pray and ask God if He wants you there. Once you have the confirmation that is where you need to be, then join a department. This will not happen today, tomorrow. It might even take 5 to 7 months, speaking from my personality, sometimes even a year. And then at least after a year, join a local department, and try to see how things are going. In other words, don't compare your journey with somebody else's journey. You can be inspired, you can learn from it, but don't beat yourself. Don't tell yourself, see, this person joined church the other day and here they are. They have become the usher, they have become the secretary, they have become the treasurer. So nitachana tuna hizi vitu, I'm giving up. No, go at your own pace. Even as you are forming community, move at your own pace. You are who you are. Your struggles are your struggles. Your journey is your journey. So work with God. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace and allow yourself to grow at your own pace. But these are 3 actionable steps that we can take: mentorship and joining a local church and joining a department, mentorship and accountability, and online ministry. So how to be intentional as we build these godly communities? Number one is to be consistent. Once you've joined the department, once you join that online ministry, once you have that mentorship, show up, keep showing up, and especially because even the days you don't feel like speaking to myself, preaching to myself, be consistent. Consistency is key in building any form of community and building any authentic interaction. Number two, be vulnerable. Be willing to share. Again, this is not, there's some people who are easily vulnerable. There's some people who takes time. For me, it takes time. And also, even as I'm saying be vulnerable, you need to assess the people you're talking to. You need to take time to learn them. Be wise about it. Don't just go sharing your things and then 2 seconds later, the whole village knows it. No. Take your time, study your environment, study the people you are in the local church, in the department. If there are people who can keep secrets, well and good. If they can't, spare them and spare yourself the drama. So and even the person, for mentorship and accountability, if they cannot keep a secret, there is no mentorship there and there is no accountability there. Sasa you achana nayo. For mentorship and accountability, the ability to keep a secret is a must. If that skill is not there, there's nothing. You are channel to now, according to me. That leave it alone and look for another mentor and look for another accountability partner. So be vulnerable. Once you have affirmed and confirmed that the people you're interacting with are people who can work with you, they will not tell your business to everyone. You are safe emotionally, you are safe, you won't be judged. Spiritually, yourself, then slowly but surely open up poly. Step by step, open up, allow people to come in, share with them some of your struggles. Start with the lighter struggles, and then poly you later on grow to share some heavier struggles. Remember, they said that we build trust by asking for help. So when you open yourself up to either your a mentor or accountability partner about the things you're going through, when you open yourself up, then you're actually building trust. So don't wait for them to pour into you. Be the first one to open up. You can start with very light things that even if you had them, you'll be okay. Start with light issues, open up with them, and the more you open up with them and you assess their character to be people who can keep secrets, the more trust is established. But there is no way you can build a godly, authentic community without vulnerability. This is a must. It takes time, yes. We build trust with time, yes. We need to be very wise about it, yes. But vulnerability is important, and it is part of authentic, godly community. So finding community is not, it does happen. It doesn't happen to us, it happens through us. So I'm encouraging you, if you are looking for a community, don't wait for people to reach out to you. Be an active participant. Reach out to people, reach out to a church, join a local church, join a department, say hi. Be the first person to say hi. Even when it is hard, be the first person to say hi. Once you establish that someone has a good character and they can keep secrets, be the first person to open up and share some of your struggles, light struggles, even as you test the waters. So don't wait to be reached out to. Take that step of action and reach out to, because community happens through us. And remember, we establish trust by asking for help. So don't wait. In this process of building community, you need to take the active role. But even as you're doing all this, do it prayerfully. Pray that God will lead you, so that you don't end up in the wrong church, you don't end up being surrounded by the wrong people, and you also don't end up being the wrong person surrounding a good person. So pray, and allow the Holy Spirit to lead you all along. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are in your journey of joining, establishing, or deepening your community, godly community, share with us which of these practical steps you are going to start with or add. For me, I'm going to add online ministries and online platforms. Share with us which one of these you're going to embark on, so that we will get from you. And if you found this video helpful, why don't you comment with down below. Thank you so much for your time. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate. And as we end, don't forget to end so that this video is recommended to other people that love watching Christian content. Until next time, blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on you. Makofi kwangu. Today I've done the outro perfectly.